Don't underestimate your ability to protect yourself with a good operating agreement.
Hey everyone, Kevin A. Malsh, Pine Financial Group. We work together so you succeed. If you're just stumbling across a video, or if not, you've been following us for a little while and you haven't yet, I'm not sure why, hit subscribe and maybe hit on that notification button so you get notified each time we have fresh new content. And you know what? We would love some comments below so we can interact with you. We got a fantastic guest, an attorney here. I'm sure you would get on there and answer some questions if they left some comments below. So Jared Seidenberg, he's my personal friend, business partner on some development deals. He's one of the attorneys I use when Pine Financial Group needs an attorney. So high praise for this one. He wants to talk to you a little bit about how to protect yourself in an LLC if you're a non-managing member.
Yeah, that's right. This is something that we get all the time. People think, oh, I'm not the manager, or I don't have the 50% or the 51%. I'm in a minority position. What do I do when things go bad? And there are a ton of things that you can do to protect yourself.
All right, let's hear it.
So that operating agreement, right? We've talked about this before, and this is something that you and I talk about all the time. There is nothing more important at the beginning of a deal than that operating agreement, especially when you don't have the majority control or when you're not the managing member of the company. You want to have bad boy carve-outs. You want to make sure that you've got minority member protections.
Well, can we talk about the bad boy carve-out? Because
Sure.
that's a term that you don't hear every day. Explain to the viewer, what is that?
So it is what it sounds. When you have a managing member that does things, commits fraud, does things that are against the law, takes your money and misappropriates it, doesn't do what the company is set up to do. There's a dozen different things that could be in this carve-out.
Okay.
It removes their authority, and it allows you as a manager, or as a minority owner, to get in and take control.
You can literally take control of the partnership.
Literally take control of the partnership. And it is one of the best vehicles you've got, especially if you're in a new deal with people that you don't know, if it's something that it was brought together by people that were from different parts of your community and you haven't done a ton of deals with them. These are things you gotta look for.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off there. You said the bad boy carve-out, and that caught my ear, and I wasn't sure that everyone understood that, but you were saying there's some other ways?
Sure, yeah. Every operating agreement is gonna have ways that a minority owner can exercise control. Maybe you agree as a group that you have 5 different things that everybody has to have unanimous consent on, and I always advise.
Such a good one.
Always advise people that whatever those things are, if it's selling the assets, if it's making a final decision or taking on debt above and beyond a certain set amount, you always want to make sure that you've got a seat at the table. And you get a third-party administrator.
Management fees, right?
Yeah,
Darn, do I
gosh.
see management development deals where a sponsor or a manager
That's
just
right.
strips fees even when the company or the partnership can't afford it.
Oh gosh, and we've got clients that have this stuff all the time. We see things just like that, where someone that has an undefined management fee in the agreement, right? It just says they're entitled to get something for their work,
And they don't even have to accomplish anything.
and they don't have to prove they did it. And all of a sudden, you're looking at that operating account, and you're wondering why you're upside down in the deal, and it's because everything's been stripped off the top, like you talked about.
So if I want to get into a partnership deal and I'm a minority, say I'm 40% or something, and there's somebody else, it's a 2-person partnership, and they're 60, so they're definitely in control. I'm going to read this operating agreement, understand it the best I can, but I only have a question for an attorney on, say, maybe 1 or 2 different clauses, and how can we restructure these two? Can someone call your firm and get that kind of help, or do you want to look at the whole thing?
Well, I guess it's a two-sided answer, right? In order to understand the context of what we're looking at, I've got to be able to know what the agreement says. That doesn't mean that I have to analyze every little bit in order to get to the meat of what you're looking at, right? And so we can do a hybrid approach where we take a review of the document as a whole quickly and then get right to those pieces.
Yeah, so what I love about Jared is he's not going to run up the bill. He's never done that to any client. I send a lot of business over to you, at least I try to. I've never gotten feedback that you're running up a bill on him. In fact, it's quite the opposite of that. So if you're looking for a good attorney and you're in Colorado, how do we get a hold of you?
Well, you can call me on the phone at 720-990-5530. You can get us on the web, enterolaw.com, and give us a shout. We're happy to help, and we love our real estate clients.
And is there anything else you want to share with the viewers before we close out here?
Well, I would just say that don't underestimate your ability to protect yourself with a good operating agreement, and make sure that you've got people alongside of you that can help you get there.
I thought that was so funny. I thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say, don't underestimate your ability to screw something up.
Well, it certainly goes right into the mix, doesn't it?
Sometimes I
Yes.
see that, right? People
That's
are too arrogant and they end up screwing the whole thing
That's
up. I don't
right.
need to hire an attorney.
Yeah.
I got this.
And even if you've done 100 of them, You
Yep,
never know what's
that's
gonna come
right.
at you.
We just talked about a story about that, so I know that's true with some
Yes.
really sophisticated investors. But
Yeah.
if you like the video, be sure to share it and leave some comments below. Jared said he promised he's going to interact with you. He'll respond to the comments below. So please do that. And if you need to borrow money, we got some. Check us out, pinefinancialgroup.com.